Hello once again everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Rayman Origins. This is episode 40 and in this video we'll be tackling the Grumbling Grottos Speed runs. This is going to be probably the longest of the speedrun videos. This first level here is Savage Swarms. I believe this video is going to be about 8-ish minutes, which is definitely the longest so far. And the only one that might be longer is the very last world, but I doubt it is because there's only 2 levels you have to speedrun. This first level here alone sets the pace at 1:47 for the trophy, and this one can be really tricky if you're trying to run through it because you might miss one of these gong things, and if you end up missing one, the swarm of flies is gonna get you. Yes, they're flies, not bats. I actually got the name right for once, instead of calling them bats for the umpteenth time when I already know that they're not bats. But if you grab these, you can kind of make it through the level really fast. There's a lot of unnecessary hitting of gongs that you can kind of avoid. Like right here, you don't really have to wait. I should have just went straight down, but I jumped up, wasted a little bit of time there, but you know, just grabbing those gongs and kind of rushing through it saves you a lot of time and makes the speedrun all the much easier. We're making really good time here. We're on I believe the last or second to last screen. I think this might be the last one. Don't quote me on that though. I take an unnecessary hit and another hit afterwards because you can't hit an enemy right after you already ran into them because they go into like defense mode, and it's really aggravating because that killed me quite a bit. But make sure you're hitting these gongs along the way, and if you do, you won't have any problems. This part's a little bit tricky, but we get down there, 13 seconds to spare, we get the trophy, which is awesome. It's always good to collect trophies. My trophy room is going to be kind of full at this point. I have most of them. I know I'm missing a few, but not a lot. Tricky Wins here is a long one. 2 minutes and 10 seconds for the trophy. And while it's long, it's not that tricky, as the name implies. It's kind of easy. If you know what you're doing, there's a lot of getting sucked into those things and shot out. And then there's some you want to avoid, like that one, because it sets you backwards. But if you did hit it, it wouldn't really screw you up that much. And there's parts like this, I mean, just avoid the pirate coin and you're not going to waste any time. There's no real reason to go after it anyway. Here you just get shot back and forth. Avoid that one or you get sent back. There's very simple things. These parts can be kind of tricky when you're trying to do them fast because you have to avoid everything while at the same time trying to go as quick as possible. Right there I get stuck on him, which is a little bit of a slowdown, but it didn't really matter. It maybe cost us a second, if that. This part's really easy to get through. You just gotta make sure you're avoiding those yellow guys with the spikes, because obviously hitting them is not a good idea for your health. Make it up here to the right, make it to the next screen. We're a minute through, and we have another minute to go about, because I'm sure the time is a good estimate of how long the level is. This part's really easy, just don't touch the water and you're fine, because the water will shoot you back to the left. I narrowly avoided that guy. You might want to make it a little less risky. That going between those two is pretty difficult actually. I think I died once or twice there because I got caught up in the middle of them. So just be really careful on that part. You have some extra seconds that you can take just to make sure you get through that relatively easily. Right here you want to run on the ground and then float over there. It's a risky way of doing it, but it saves you a lot of time because running on the ground is a lot faster than floating in the air. Here we have another vertical segment. These are hard, always hard, because you don't know what's coming. You can't really see ahead of you, and that's just kind of what adds to the challenge of it. Make sure you're just going straight up the middle. Don't get distracted by anything on the sides, because if you go for them, you're just going to be wasting time. Now up here's the end. We did it with a solid 16 seconds left. We're making good time on these ones. We got both of the trophies so far. I think maybe we'll get all 4 actually for once. We got High Voltage here, which again reminds me of the Linkin Park song for whatever reason. And if you guys remember, I left a death in there. Whoops. But you guys got to see me die once. Whatever, that was a editing accident, but consider it a little treat for yourselves. I was gonna say, as you guys remember, this level gave me a lot of problems when I was playing through it for the main part of the Let's Play. And it gave me a lot of problems in the speedrun as well. I mean, it's only 1 minute and 20 seconds, but this level probably took me longer than most of them. And I go that way thinking that's the right way to go, and that's actually the wrong way to go because that's the way to the secret. So you want to go up here, and I think that's funny because I think I went up in the main Let's Play thinking that was the way to the secret, and I had to jump back down. So pretty funny there that I forgot about that already. Right here you want to make sure you time it right. I got lucky because I'm pretty sure I just went with it and ended up timing it right. I definitely didn't do that on purpose. Right here, definitely want to get that extra hit. I almost die because I'm acting like a complete moron. And right here again, you want to go up because if you go down, that's actually the secret again. So in this level, the secrets tend to hide. I took the hit there. I think I did that on purpose because it shot me straight up and it saved a little bit of time. Plus there's an extra hit right here. I think I had remembered that from a previous attempt on the level. So I kind of just took the hit on purpose. Might be a little bit cheap, but hey, it's a speedrunning tactic that's used a lot. I take a hit there, definitely not on purpose that time. But we do get the trophy just barely, even after taking all those hits. But I was just thankful to get through that stupid level because I hate that one. And now Snake Eyes. This level, I hate. Yeah, 2 minutes and 38 seconds. This might be the longest time that they give you for a level. I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's up there. But I hate these levels that arbitrarily like slow you down because I complained about this in the last Snake level that was the speedrun, but why the hell make these Snake levels speedrun levels? It just doesn't make sense. They're gated. I mean, you can only go so fast, and it just doesn't really make sense to me. I guess it adds a little bit of a challenge, and it sure as hell did because this level gave me a heck of a time. But I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I've complained about this multiple times in the past, so you guys know my feelings about that. I just don't feel like a level should be a speed run if you can't speed run it. Like, you're kind of stuck on the time you can get. You might be able to get a time that's a few seconds faster than somebody else, but overall you're not going to be able to like demolish somebody's score just by using skill. You might be able to, I mean maybe there's some kind of tricks I don't know, but I screw up there, which was a waste of time, but I recover and almost screw it up again. But if you bounce right there, you save a little bit of time because you kind of just skip the other two parrots or birds or whatever the heck they are. You can jump ahead to right here, not that it matters because again, we're freaking gated, so we gotta wait for the damn snake. As you can tell guys, I really love these levels. But we make it through there. We're only 1 minute and 28 seconds in, so there's a lot left to go still. And this level, oh my god, this level. I think this screen, I got to the screen like a ton of times. This must have taken me a dozen attempts at least. And that might not sound like a lot, but a dozen attempts at about 2 minutes each. You know, I spent almost half an hour on this level before finally being able to freaking beat it. And that was just aggravating, and I was getting more and more aggravated as I played through, so I almost died there. I'm sure I was panicking at that point, because that part killed me multiple times in previous attempts. But yeah, I was getting pretty aggravated, and the more aggravated you get, as I'm sure you guys know, the worse you play, so it really wasn't working out well. I died a few times there as well, and this is like right near the end, so you can imagine how frustrating that can get. But once we get up past this part and finish this area right here, I believe that's the end of the speedrun. Should be just right around the corner here. Got the camera zooming in, which is always good. Make sure to take out that bird. And we finish it. And we got the trophy, so we did get all of them, guys. That's going to be it for these speedruns, though. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.